Okay, listen, you need to cut out the loser friends. You need to cut out the loser friends, and you're going to have to build your own value until you can choose. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what I mean. They're holding you back, and they're keeping you trapped in a mindset that is low and that is no expansion. Okay, here's the thing. You don't need a lot of friends, especially if you're first building your value in life and if you're building who you are and what you're doing. And here's why. Listen, every amount of success that you ever have is going to come from basically sitting your ass down at the table and doing what needs to be done all by yourself. It's going to be probably 10,000 hours all by yourself sitting there. Nobody can put the 10,000 hours under the barbell for you to build the body. Nobody can put the 10,000 hours into the brand or into the business for you to build the business. Nobody can go out and do the 100 approaches for you over the next year or two so that way you get the reps in when it comes to talking to the women that you want to talk to. Nobody can do it for you. You are going to have to do everything by yourself. My whole life, I have damn near had to do everything by myself until I was able to get to a point until I got to a point in life where I could choose. I could now choose who's around me. I could choose what I want to do. I could choose who I want to be with. And this even stems into your dating life. You're going to get to a point where you can choose who you want to be with because of who you are. And the same goes for your friends. You can start to pick friends because you have so many people who would love to get a sliver of your time. You will start to have so many people. But this is what you have to understand. For a lot of you, like, this is going to take a decade. It's going to take 10 years of you sitting basically all by yourself and not caring about what anybody thinks. You're going to tell yourself, I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what my mom thinks. I don't care what my dad thinks. My whole life, I have basically done exactly what I want to get to where I want to be, to live how I want to live. And I've had people along the way say, oh, you know, you're self-centered. Oh, you're this, you're that. It doesn't matter. Because you will get to a point where you can choose. And for a lot of you, it's going to take 10,000 hours or more. It's going to take 5 to 10 years sitting all by yourself. But this is the thing. If you're building your value right now, like if you don't have a lot of things going for yourself, maybe you don't have the dating life that you want, maybe you don't have the career that you want. Okay. There's a lot of people that talk about your social circle and your group of high value friends. Listen, in the beginning, you don't need anybody because you don't need any distractions. You don't need high value friends. You also don't need low value friends. You need to learn how to sit your ass down at the table and work. You need to learn how to go by yourself and not need communication with a bunch of people, and you need to learn how to get stuff done. Because that's the difference. The difference in life between winning and losing is this. When your head hits the pillow at night, it's not about clocking in hour for hour like, oh, I clocked in and I worked today. No, it's about tasks and it's about task completion. When your head hits the pillow at night, you either got done what you needed to get done or you didn't. And this is what guys don't understand is you need to cut out the loser friends that are around you, because the loser friends that are around you just live hour for hour, almost in this mindset where like time is just irrelevant. And if you live that, sure, you're going to master the vibe. You're going to probably even, let's say, attract, women into your dating life when it comes to just like partying or when it comes to just living in leisure, whatever. But this video is specifically for those of you out there who want to understand the basics of getting ahead so that way you can live a better life than most people. Okay. It's going to take not only you cutting out a lot of the loser friends, but it's going to take a period of your life where you're going to say, you know what, I don't even need anybody around me. You only get ahead in life when you understand how to be alone. A masculine man is going to have to go through a period in time where he has to be alone. Right now, let me tell you this. Right now on this YouTube channel, there is over 4,000 videos between short form and long form. Right now it says 4.3 thousand videos. Nobody did any of that for me. I had to sit all by myself right here and make all those. You're going to have to do everything by yourself until you can get to a point where there's people around you that you're choosing to have around you because of the value that you've created. But most of you will probably never get to that point because you need so much communication. See, this is the problem, is you need so much communication. You need the woman to talk to you to feel a sense of completion. You need the the friends to call you back and invite you to go hang out because you need to feel a sense of completion and wholeness. Like, oh, I have people around me now. But a lot of you, this is what you have to understand, is year after year after year, you're not where you want to be. You're not where you want to be. And here's the thing. Just like I talk about in dating, how most men fall into the conversation and you have to stay above the conversation. Listen, you have to stay above the conversation. The same thing goes for your day-to-day habits. Your day-to-day habits, if you don't have focus, you will just get sucked into life. There's going to be this billboard over here, you just get sucked in, right? There's going to be this party going on over here, you get sucked in. And then, listen, you turn 25, you say, I still don't know what I'm doing. You turn 30, you say, I'm still not where I want to be. You got sucked into life. If you allow everything around you, because there's a lot of flashy things, right? There's a new movie coming out. Oh, should I go see it? There's a new restaurant. Oh, should I go eat at it? There's new this, new that. If you get sucked into all that, you're going to lose. You're going to lose because you don't have focus. Now, how does this tie into your dating life? Listen, this is why this is so important. A lot of you don't realize that as you get older, you are going to want to retain the interest of the relationships or of the woman that you're dating. And this is what you need to understand. You can have great riz. You can have a great vibe. Okay? At some point, hypergamy starts to kick in. It might take a month, it might take 6 months, it might take a year, it might take a year and a half, it might take 2 years, but eventually she's going to look at you and say, wait a second, something's going on here, hold up. He's making the same income as he was 2 years ago, hold up. He's living in the same apartment as he was 2 years ago, hold up. Why is he behind on rent this month? Hold up. Why is he over here doing this partying with these people again? Hold up. Yeah, I really like him, but I don't feel safe with him. This is what you're going to run into. Because those of you watching this channel, and maybe you're in your 20s or your 30s, you need to understand that as you get older, into your 40s and 50s, these little things matter. The party does end. Eventually, the lights come on at the club, and you got to go home and you got to face reality. And a lot of you are not where you want to be because you're just not disciplined. You're not disciplined. You're not disciplined, and you're not disciplined. Nobody can do the things for you. If you tell yourself, I need high-value friends in this social circle, listen, I'm going to tell you this. Everybody who I know that really focuses on network and social circle, they are not where they want to be financially because all it is they're feeling like they're working because they're around this other individual, and he thinks that now these conversations are going to boost him forward. Words don't matter. Words don't matter. You can have any conversation you want. You can talk hour for hour with all these smart people, do whatever you want, get all the mentors, but at the end of the day, you're sitting there talking, not doing anything. And the cold reality that every man has to face if they actually want to get ahead is how much work in isolation it takes. To build the body, it is going to be the 10,000 hours under the barbell by yourself. To build the business, it is going to be 10,000 hours building the business by yourself. To be able to probably desensitize your own fear of speaking to new people, it's probably going to be the 100 to 200 of new approaches to the stranger, and nobody can do that but you. You can have anybody around you, you can have any friend around you. You're going to have to do the work yourself. It does not matter what skill it is. It does not matter what skill it is. A man is crafted and forged and built into something through mastery of what he wanted to accomplish, and that only happens in isolation. How many hours, right? Look at anybody great. Look at like a basketball player. Look at like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. How many additional hours do you think that they might have had to put in isolation or in silence when the rest of the team was probably doing something else? If you want to get better results than everybody else, if you don't want to live an average life, you are going to have to do things that require an above average effort level. Okay, this is what most people don't understand. If you want results, like, you need to look at the results of most people. Most people don't have results because most people act and live in a way that is average. So if you are going to act and live in a way that is average, you can expect average results, which is basically zero. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So in order to have above average results, you're going to have to put in above average effort, which means, yes, it's going to be hard. Now, I'm not saying you have to be like me. I'm not saying you have to think like me. I'm just telling you how I think and what I see. You need to cut out the friends that are holding you back. And once you get to where you want and need to be with your own self-development, then you will attract friends into your life at the right time because of who you are. I know that this video is a little different than ones that I typically make, but some of you need to understand this. You're focused on women and dating, and you're not where you want to be in life. You're just not. You're not where you want to be. You know you're not where you want to be. You're focused on getting a girlfriend when it's like, it's just things are not in alignment. And listen, you'll feel really good sleeping at night knowing that you built what you need to build. Things are good. So until you get to that point, to recap the end of this video, a man is fortified through the work and through the hours that he puts into what he thinks is important. That's number one. Number two, a masculine man is okay with silence, and a masculine man is 100% okay with being alone. Number three, you do not get the results you want in life unless you're okay with being alone. Because nobody can put in the hours for you. If you want to get great at basketball, nobody can put in the 10,000 hours for you. If you want to build the body, nobody can put the 10,000 hours under the barbell for you. If you want to build a huge business, or you want to win in your career, or maybe you want to be the best doctor or the best real estate agent, nobody can put the 10,000 hours into your career for you. Nobody can do the 100 approaches for you until you don't get nervous anymore. Nobody can do any of this for you. You can have whoever you want around you. You can tell yourself you're part of this amazing, cool, high-value social circle, and look at me, I know this person, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Your skill level remains the same because you understand that isolation work that you put in builds you into who you need to be, because you're willing to be stronger than the rest of all the guys out there who said, oh, but I need to talk to somebody. I need communication. Blah, blah.